Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to my channel. Happy for now. It's me Isabel here with your Romancelandia mini update. This probably won't be very many. I filmed July's Romancelandia and I was like, it's been pretty quiet, and I jinxed us because I did not think about the wisdom I have seen from specifically Monty, a creator I adore. I'll link to the video down below for y'all, where she basically told us all like, hey, be on your best behavior. There's a writer's strike and an actor's strike. They need things to cover. And let me tell you, didn't heed that warning, did we? Did we heed that warning? No, we did not. And you know, you clicked on the thumbnail, you know why you're here, but if in case you don't know, Booktok got pulled into a very wild discussion. You know, just some of the news articles. Yeah. I have been following this entire unfolding since it started, basically on July 28th-ish. I believe it kicked off, somewhere around there. I don't have the exact date, but I do have like a rough timeline of what happened for you. But yeah, so I've been following it on TikTok as it's unfolded. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things have been uncovered. And that's kind of why I didn't rush to do a video yet, because I wanted to make sure I had the full picture. And I think some other things have come up that I would like to address in Romancelandia. So I think it just makes sense that I waited, and like it worked out. It worked out. First things first, I do want to lay out some ground rules on how I want to approach this discussion and what I'm not going to allow in my comment section. Okay, first things first, we are not discussing the race element of this at all here. As a white woman, it is not my place to discuss or judge whether or not racism was involved in this. It's just not my place, okay? So we're leaving that out. I don't want to discuss that in the comments. The other thing I do not wish to deal with personally, as someone who has been SA'd, we're not doing the victim blaming in the comments, and I'm going to delete comments that do so. I'm not doing this. I'm flat out telling you right now, we're not doing that in my comment section. I have seen some gross comments on TikTok and other places around what happened, and being very like, they could be very triggering to people who have been SA'd and people who have experienced multitudes of things, because they're very victim blamey. They're very, well, why did you wear that outfit? Like, no, we're not doing that here. So just flat out, I'm telling you now, if your comment feels to me to be in that sense, I'm deleting it. You're done. So those are my ground rules. And I'm laying these ground rules out, like I said, because of the things I have seen in other people's comments about this. I just personally am not in a place to deal with those comments overall, and we're not doing it. So you can watch the video, you can be mad about it, you can leave your comment, it just might vanish. That's all I got. This is probably one of like a handful of times I think I flat out said I'm not dealing with a thing, and this is one of those things. We're not doing this. Personally, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not. There's just not happening. So, okay, some like other things to establish here. Booktok is not just romance books. Booktok is a hashtag that's been used a bajillion times. It is just a way for people to connect with other readers. It doesn't mean that everyone there is like represented in what is happening with the Kiera Lewis situation. Honestly, I would say it's a very small segment of Booktok itself being represented here. I personally, as an anecdote, don't know a lot of people who didn't have her blocked, which I think that says a lot. I think that says a lot. If most of the creators I follow, and some of them are big, they have, you know, 10, 20, 30,000 followers on TikTok, which I would say is pretty big for Booktok spaces, had her blocked. I mean, are you really the queen? Either way, let's move on to the timeline. As always, there'll be timestamps down below if you're looking for specific elements, and I will try and include full things of each TikTok that I reference for you here, because I did save a lot. All right, so let's talk about it. What do we know? / what are the facts of the situation, so to speak? During the playoffs, the Kraken made it into the playoffs for the Stanley Cup this year. They're on their second or third year as an expansion team for the NHL, so like, this is a big deal. They're a new team. They were getting attention because they have some attractive players. I think we can say that without being gross, you know? Kiera started posting videos during the playoffs of the Kraken team and making inappropriate comments about the team. Here's one of the videos.
I got my glass of wine. I just bought the ESPN channel. I'm about to watch my first hockey game and I'm hyped the fuck up. Woo! don't even know who fucking playing, but all I know is I want to see some of them groin stretching. I want to see some of that. Hello. Somebody blow my back out, bitch. It's getting kind of sad for you, Keith. But anyways, vlog time. There go my men. They on. Baby, why they? Who number is this? You want wine? Nah, it's just a wine talking. But you fine as hell, player. Come on, Seattle. Crack they back. Crack they. Matter of fact, crack my back. Crack my back. Bad boy. What you gonna do? Oh shit, who are you? Daddy? Poppy? Oh my God, Alex is on! Fuck, I'm so drunk, I can't even zoom in. Let's go, baby, right between the 5 hole. Yeah, that's my boys right there. There go my man. We hype! I'm new to the Fandonium, but I'm here, baby. Somebody should have told me not to pregame the fucking hockey game, because we barely starting the second time. I'm lit off the red wine. Look, okay, Dr. Seuss. But no, for real, I can't even see what a puck is. That shit is too small. Won't lie and say I never said that before. But whatever. Hey, bigger and better things, period, in 2023. Hello. Whatever. Put the fucking pom-poms down, ho. Yeah. Suck it. It's not even WWE. Bitch, I'm hype. Hey, bitch, I'm hype. Hey, baby, read it in fucking week. 8 seconds! And bitch, we timing it! Bitch, we fucking! What we doing? Who? We won! Bitch, I thought that was gonna be a bad luck charm. I'm a good luck charm. I'm a fucking, oh my God, if I was Spider-Man, I would fucking jump off this wall right now. Let's go! I thought men was being extra. Bitch, they haven't seen extra. Yeah. 3 to fucking 2. I'm convinced hockey warm-ups is where the real entertainment happens. Watch this. Hey, throw it back. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, stop drooling. Hey, okay. The faster, the better. I can agree. Go number 36. Hey, put your back into it. Yeah. Who would have thought this should have turned me on, but I'm here for it. Oh, nice and slow. Yeah.
Then the Kraken social teams and like some of the other NHL teams would be like, I'm scared of Booktok, which is like really funny, honestly. I think because some of the comments were wild. But anyways, they were like, we don't want to deal with Booktok. So the Kraken, though, were like, hold on a minute. When I say the Kraken, we are specifically referring to their social media team. Okay, I'm not talking about the entire organization. I'm not talking about anything but just the little bit of the organization that is the social media team, okay? That's it. That's all we're discussing here. So the Kraken were like, oh, we can use this a little bit to build our following. And they did so. They started interacting with Kiera. They started kind of sexualizing their players a little. I don't remember, and all the TikToks are gone, and I did not save these in time, unfortunately. Look, I'm mad at myself about it. But they did more just like slow-mos of their players, I felt like walking in their suits for games and stuff like that. Like, I didn't think their videos were overly sexual, to be honest. I felt like their videos were just like, look at these handsome men. They kind of fed into it, and to a point at which the Kraken flew Kiera out for a playoff game. So she posted a video about her signs she made. Here's that video about the signs.
Get ready with me. I'm ready to start twerking. Finish the intro. Get ready with me to go to my first ever Seattle Kraken game. And bitch, we in Seattle. Hold on, I gotta show y'all the signs we made because they lit. So y'all already know I gotta do the first one I gotta do for my hood. Booktok send me #crackmyback. But get into this one. This is a poem I wrote after I had a dream about my baby. Vince, break my back, make it crack till my eyes roll back. Hello, say it again. Let me talk about how Seattle Krakens flew your girl out on first class. And that was my first time ever being on first class. The treatment is next level. They was calling me Miss Lewis. They had trays of food. down what you want on that tombstone, baby, because tomorrow is not promised with them. Hello, I'm kidding. I had this idea to like go all out and do some blue eyeshadow, but bitch, I'm trying to get chose tonight. So this is not the time to try to have some fun with my makeup and do shit I ain't never done before. We gonna do the natural face beat. Hello. And I tell y'all, my heart is racing fast. Not so much because I'm gonna see these fine ass men, but more so that y'all, up until I was probably like 17, 18 years old, I was always scared of people in costumes, especially like Chuck E. Cheese. And I mean, I haven't had an interaction with people in costumes. So bitch, I don't be surprised if y'all see me on national TV running away from Bowie, because it's just something about people in costumes. It scares the hell out of me. I'm seeing all the comments. Kiera, please get the warm-ups. Please get the warm-ups. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I have never been early or on time to nothing in my life, but best believe today I'm making history, because I will be probably the first person there at the stadium today, because I gotta see my men in them growing, stretching. Hello, get on them knees. Ain't nothing sexier. Period. All right, I'm too hyped, girl. It's only 2 o'clock. Peep the cup. Tell me why. It's the fact that I told myself, oh, Kiera, you're not drinking. You on a job today. You gotta get work done, baby. If Jesus turned water into wine, it was still saving people. So can I. Hello. So cheers, baby. Final. Oh, bitch. If I go home by myself again, Jesus, this world is rigged up, and I'm gonna have to try again in the next afterlife. But anyways, follow your girl Instagram, TikTok, put the notifications on. We hitting the streets. I'm getting a jersey there at the stadium. I'm about to flood y'all timeline. Let's fucking go. Crack they back and crack mine as well. Let's get cracking. Hello.
Okay, and then on top of that, when she got to the game, she yelled inappropriate things at Alex on the ice, warming up. So here's that clip.
Baby, it's warm-up time. Let's fucking go. Ah! They doing it. Whitmer! 21. Can you do something? Oh, yes, you can do something for me. The pictures don't do Whitmer justice. This boy's a fucking Ken doll. Tame away, what's wrong with you? Damn, I'm trying to be in between them legs. Or in between my legs. I'm about to get Vincent fucking attention, man. I'm not like, yeah, I like that. Get it. Yes, turbo! Oh my God, it's like heaven. They're all on their knees right now. I fucking love it. Baby, my kitty not used to being around this many fine men, man. That's my man! I love you!
So let's just note, the players can hear you. That glass, the players can hear you. During warm-ups, they super can hear you. That's not like, I mean, it's loud, but I'm just saying, like, she was close enough to be heard, what she was saying. And that is just, I personally get the ick, is what I will say here. I personally get the ick. Big time just grossed out and deeply uncomfortable with this already. I already was, like, not here for that. So, yeah. All right, next. Fast forward to the end of July, where Felicia Winberg, the wife of Alex, posted these Instagram stories, which I'll throw up here for you. I'm gonna like pause here. So, Felicia admits that she's joked before calling her husband Booktok Wank Bank, and at the time did not mind the things that were happening or being said. And then she calls out the fact that some of the comments have really crossed a line, though. Again, I don't think she's wrong here, and I think, you know, this is an important part of the conversation. They gave consent previously and now are withdrawing that consent after then things going too far and it becoming uncomfortable for them. And that is allowed, that is valid. And also, I want to note that, like, Felicia's PhD is in consent, like, stuff like that. Like, her entire dissertation for her PhD is in this. So, I think it's really interesting that she's calling this out, has such an authority on the subject matter, and is saying, like, you know, just can we reel it back, y'all? She posts another picture and talks about not caring about the comments, but how she talks about how people are saying he's attractive. That's fine, like, you can call him attractive, but then take it too far past the line into a point of, like, how far they took it. Like, you know, maybe stop leaving slews of crack my back comments on his photos. You know, valid to not want crack my back yelled at you while you're there to do your job as an athlete. Valid for the wife to say, like, can we just reel it back a little? Like, I'm okay if you think he's handsome, or he, like, is who you had cast as a person in a book, kind of like the looks. Can we not? And then she highlighted in that post that the second one, the score in all 3 holes took me out comment, and then it had Kiera's name above still and, like, creator next to it. Like, she made the video. So Kiera saw these posts and immediately DM'd Felicia. So there's the TikTok where she talks about DMing her. Let's play that now.
And what's pissing me the most off about this entire situation, whether it be this Felicia chick or the Seattle Krakens themselves, for one, bitch, I'm so heartbroken because I was like, finally, for the first time, I had something that was outside of books that I fell in love with, was literally gonna buy 30 people from my book club us tickets to go see them this fall. Now, I don't even fucking know, but let's go into me being the adult and messaging Felicia Winberg yesterday when I saw her make a story about me and Booktok. I literally said, hey, this is a screenshot from my video. I never meant any harm. I've never messaged him or anyone, because on her story, she was like, well, people are DMing. And so I broke it down for her because she also said she wasn't a fan of crack my back. I said break my back was just a saying on TikTok, so naturally crack was said. But I am so sorry and will delete any and all videos you want. I was so serious. I will literally delete whatever videos you fucking wanted, but you needed to respond. I said, I'm confused on what's going on because this video was posted on 4/26. And then I continue saying all this, just read. And what I also didn't like is her first post was about this, how she said she used to call her husband Booktok's panty dropper, Booktok, Wonka, whatever. And now she's having a change of heart. But what I found so slick was, why did you cover up this person's name? But when it came to the post about me, the next post, you literally kept my name on there, trying to send whoever, you and your little goons, to come after me. And yeah, this was her whole slick thing. But my issue of the matter is, for you, I always say people want to ride Booktok coattail for the clout and then switch up. You were just calling your husband what? Booktok what? Now you're having a change of heart. And my biggest problem of all is, why didn't you DM me? If you're posting this on your story saying your issue is with me, Kiera Lewis, because you didn't cover up my name, why not DM me and say, hey, I had an issue with it. Ask his wife, I wouldn't like it. Me being the chillest fucking person, I'm a Sagittarius. I literally be like, oh my God, girl, say fucking less. Let's delete the video. We good. I'll see you this October. And kept it moving. I just didn't like the way this whole thing played out.
All right, so she DMs her, and then she is just, like, on TikTok, posting videos, going live, reacting to this call out, this not even a call out, this ask to be just a little kinder to Alex and not make as many inappropriate comments as people were and not take it as far as they were. And she's posting, you know, that Kiera's posting that the Kraken team has unfollowed her. And, you know, she's very upset that Felicia chose to post a general statement to the bookish community, honestly, is what I read it as originally, instead of DMing her and asking her to, like, take the videos down and to, like, stop. So, full stop here. One thing I want to note, and Mari talked about this too in her TikTok about this, which I'll link below for y'all. You don't get to decide when you're a figure publicly on the internet if people are going to call you in or call you out. And that was my first thought when I saw this. And two, personally, I would not be comfortable to DM someone who is doing these things to ask them to stop. Like, I just wouldn't be comfortable. Felicia has like 10K on Instagram. Kiera has 1 million on TikTok. Like, that is a big difference. That is a big difference in size for creators and also just for people's like reach, right? So Kiera goes live and is basically like calling Felicia a bitch and a Karen. She also is just crying because the Kraken unfollowed her and feels that she is the only reason the Kraken social media team has done as well as they have. The only reason anyone was paying attention to the Kraken. and goes off on a rant. Like, literally, it's just tons of rants. I am going to include some of the clips here for you.
And then, update, I just found out that I was unfollowed by the Seattle Kraken, all because someone who literally was just feeding into the whole Booktok thing. Oh yeah, my husband, Booktok, love him, da-da-da. Someone who was just feeding into it now is resurfacing, or now switching sides and saying, oh, because of this video 4 months ago, I'm not a fan, I don't like it. For one, like I said again, bitch, everything that comes out of my mouth is a fucking joke. I don't follow half these people. I damn sure don't DM them. But what also pisses me off about, like, I've noticed with musicians and also like sports teams, they like to use Booktok to like get clout. And then they'll like skirt to the side of them and move on to like the next thing. And I'm not fucking rocking with that. And yeah, I'm pissed the fuck off. And which is a rare thing for me. But yeah, I'm pissed the fuck off. The way all of this, I've been having a good ass fucking week, a good ass life. Then the way this shit just blindsided me. And also for me to sit here and see that post that woman posted of me, and me being an adult and literally message her and say, hey, if you got a problem with it or whatever, of a video I posted 4 months ago, say the word. The video is fucking deleted. Any video is deleted. I haven't even spoke of that man on my fucking page since the beginning of hockey or whatever. So if you got a problem with it, just let me know. Speak to me as a woman. Didn't get no fucking response. So I'm pissed the fuck off. And let me just say this, because it's pissing me off that I'm seeing my name being dragged on people's social medias when, bitch, I keep telling y'all, I'm not the one. It's come to my attention that I'm not even going to say people or a whole group of fucking people, because the views tell the fucking opposite. It's come to my attention that a couple of fucking people aren't a fan of me saying crack my back. For one, let's get one thing fucking straight. The original saying was break my back. That it pisses me off that these Facebook people want to come to TikTok and want to make us take this app seriously, when the whole reason why we are on TikTok, our generation is on TikTok, is because it's an entertainment. It's the one place where we can just have fun and not really take things or take life serious. So to see my name being dragged with all these false accusations it's blowing my mind. When I was doing these reactions back in the country streets, when Luke Bryan's wife would literally repost my fucking videos about him, thinking it was funny. I've had other celebrities repost my reactions thinking it was funny. Their girlfriends, hell, their even moms were sending to them like, girl, she's so funny. She's talking about like how hot you are. So now to be in a conversation where people are the same people that was literally saying, oh, my husband is the Booktok's panty dropper, my name is being dragged. I don't know, it's just literally pissing me the fuck off. Especially when I tell y'all all the fucking time, these 30-second, 45-second videos is just for fun. I make these videos and I go out and live my life with my friends and my family. I genuinely don't take my life seriously. And to say that, it's like half the people I react to, more than half of them, girl, I don't even follow them on social media. I don't keep up with their life. I genuinely don't really give a damn. And I damn sure don't be fucking DMing them. The fuck do Kiera fucking Bad Bitch Lewis look like? I don't DM these fucking people. So to see these accusations or to see people mad about me saying crack my fucking back, baby, it's TikTok. People are making a fucking salary doing AI. We don't take shit seriously. And unless you're a chiropractor, you really can't crack my back. Now, I'm gonna go back. I just have to get this off my chest because, bitch, I can't talk to my therapist right now. But please, unless you know me, don't have me on your social media. Don't have my name in your fucking mouth. Because, girl, I'm not the fucking one. Like, it literally blows my mind. I'm like, girl, we're gonna leave it there. Go back to Facebook if y'all not liking this Booktok, TikTok shit. But don't try to come over here and tell us what to fucking do. Girl, it's jokes. And these jokes happened 4 or 5 months ago. I'm like, this is a screenshot from a video that happened earlier this year. Girl, I'm not the fuck, we're gonna stop it there.
This also resulted in Felicia's comments being flooded with inappropriate comments on her posts of her son and her family, which also, again, grossed me out. I don't understand feeling like that's okay. Here are those comments. Now, after this too, there became this speculation amongst a lot of people commenting that Alex had cheated on Felicia or was unfaithful in some way. And like lots of leaps were made after this. And I guess defense of Kiera was the thought process here. Like, oh, she's just jealous of you. Oh, he must have cheated. Oh, this, that, the other. Like, I just think that's really weird to jump to that speculation and not think that maybe, just maybe, they got uncomfortable with the comments being left and said, can we please reel it back? Because we're uncomfortable. People also were upset that they changed the consent in this situation. You were okay with it before, you're not okay with it now. And I just, that's how consent works. We can revoke consent at any time. And just because we consented previously doesn't mean we're going to consent this time. That's consent 101, y'all. So yeah, Kiera then again continues to claim she was used only for clout and to build the team, and she's, you know, only reason they got attention. That's a level of delusional I wish I could be at times, I guess, is what I will say. That's my opinion. But, you know, I just think there's a lot to be said here.
And that's my biggest issue. Like, the reason why Booktok even was aware of the Krakens, or hell, half these hockey teams, is when they started doing all the slow-mos. Hey, Booktok, look at us, look at us. And the reason why I was even flown out was because of the vlogs of the Seattle Kraken game. The Alex Winberg video that fucking went viral. So it wasn't like, oh, Kiera was the only one person doing this and nobody was aware. Everybody was, oh, crack my back. This is hilarious, hilarious. And now even the wife even said on her social media, I was doing it too, but now I've just had a change of heart. Okay, so why don't you come after every single person? Why would you literally just put my name on it? And might I mention, you're coming after a black woman? Okay, yeah, I didn't like that. Now, this is the last video you're gonna see me talking about this, because I gotta calm myself down. I gotta get back to reading my fourth wing. We got reactions coming tomorrow. But yeah, I don't like the shady shit of like, y'all post thousands of fucking, not thousands, at least 20 of the slow-mos. This is for Booktok. This is the Booktok thirst trap. And then now the, oh my gosh, she's mad. Let's unfollow. Let's like clear our tracks. And now have my name being ran in the mud. Key don't play. I don't play like that.
Okay, and then Felicia and Alex both released statements, which I'm going to put up here for you. Basically, Felicia apologized for Kiera feeling called out in any capacity. And Alex also was like, I wasn't brave enough to post it, and so my wife did. And that resulted in some interesting takes on TikTok around Alex not having balls and being a pussy. And I just gotta say, no. Just no. Like, why are we turning, like, what? No. Just no. Kiera had a whole crying TikTok that she posted for you, and that TikTok has already been deleted.
Of everything. The way this whole situation has been fucking handled is bullshit. And for them to throw all this blame on Booktok to do it now, and then you're not going to give any accountability to the people that was making the fucking content for Seattle Krakens, when they was the ones, hey, Booktok, we got another slow-mo for you with Winberg. And to throw all this shit, I'm seeing the new post with the wife and the husband. Now, I don't want to say no allegations of what people are saying might have happened in between the fucking marriage. But for y'all to literally throw all this blame on a Booktok, and you go back and say, well, no, I didn't. The reason why I didn't contact her, the reason why I kept her name up, what was the reason why you kept my name up? Let's call it what it is. A Karen coming after a black creator. Because let's be for real. If I was a fucking Alex Earl or somebody, y'all telling me y'all would have handled it the same way? But no, now y'all want to play the victim over a video that was made 4 months ago. One freaking video. Whereas the team was dropping multiple. It's gone now. So we can not even try to go find it. They already cleared their tracks. But to come after a creator that made a video, a black creator that made a video 4 months ago that literally I even forgot about until she posted. I was like, God damn, I made that. Instead of, if your issue was really that, why not DM me? Why not? And why didn't y'all say anything during the playoffs? Because y'all was getting all this fucking clout. Let's be for real. Everybody was getting the clout. The team was getting the clout. The players was getting the clout because of Booktok. And then now y'all want to blame Booktok and not throw any accountability on the team, the social media team? That's crazy to me. And then for her to keep saying, the creator, what's my name? Because I'm using your name. You might as well just say the black creator at this point, because that's what it's giving off, Felicia. Bye. I'm so fucking...
Here we are today. When I'm filming this, it is it is August. Okay, when I'm filming this, it's August 2nd. So you're going to see this in like 3 days. We've got all the news coverage that I already showed you. I mean, Rolling Stones, ESPN, every freaking hockey site. Shannon over that hockey guy did a deep dive. Y'all, this is embarrassing. Embarrassing. Next, let's just have a discussion on the idea of who is responsible in this situation. And I gotta say, like, I see a lot of people blaming one person, saying, oh, you're forgetting about the Kraken team, like, so much. And here's what I gotta say. There are multiple responsible parties in this situation. So we need to keep in mind how social media works. There is this echo chamber that gets created, especially on platforms like TikTok, that use the algorithm to like feed you things. So the Kraken team's out here getting all these comments and engagements with these posts that are, some of these are, sexual harassment. Kiera's posting stuff, getting attention for these things that are sexual harassment. And when it all stays in that same like circle and rotation of the algorithm where outsiders aren't seeing it, and all you're getting is validation, you don't always realize that what you're doing isn't okay, or that it's creating discomfort. And we also need to keep in mind that in the middle of the playoffs, these players are not going to go to their PR or HR team and be like, hey, I'm uncomfortable with what's happening over here. They're busy. They're very, very busy in the playoffs dealing with playoff things, not sexual harassment. So keep that in mind, please. Just like keep that in mind on that. I do think, obviously, yeah, and the other argument I will say here is a lot of people are like, this could have been handled privately. I don't think you can always handle things that are done publicly, not just by Kiera, because there are other people making these comments too, can be handled privately and actually handled. Because how is everyone else that is in this algorithm mix-up, this swirl happening, going to know the fact that this was even addressed privately? Like, how are they going to know to stop? So it kind of has to almost be public, in my opinion, to some extent, what is happening with this. Again, I'm with Felicia. I don't know if she wasn't comfortable, but I wouldn't have been comfortable, personally, having to DM someone who was, like, sexualizing my husband like this. Like, I wouldn't have been comfortable in that situation either. So, there's that aspect. All right, and then let's talk about consent a little bit here, because I personally am embarrassed so much about how little the consent conversation was respected here, and how many romance readers just blew consent out the water and said, who cares? I'm going to go leave these awful comments on Felicia's socials. Again, as just general reminders, consent is not given once and forever there. That's not how this works. You consent every time you do a thing, right? Like, you consent to having sex with someone or being intimate with them, and the next time they want to be intimate, if you don't want to, you may not consent to that, and that's okay. That's not changing your mind. That's not regret. That's sometimes you're not in the mood. Like, it's allowed, like, if it isn't, I'm more in your life, I'm concerned for you. And I think the best example I kept seeing for this situation was, when there's a joke and it's funny, and then all of a sudden it's not funny, and it's mean, and it hurts your feelings, or it upsets you, and you're like, hey, I don't like this anymore. That's this. That is exactly what happened here. And we stop the joke, and it stops. It's not that big a deal. Like, I feel like anyone has experienced that, whether you were the butt of the joke or someone making the joke and it got uncomfortable and they're like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. Like, and you roll it back really quick. Like, it's not that serious. And then also the other thing I want to say with the consent discussion is I saw some people talking about how this was a trend because of dark romance readers, that this was deemed okay due to dark romance. I need all of you who do not read dark romance, who have no experience in reading dark romance, to not do this every single time. Because I need this to be known. Dark romance readers are some of the most compassionate people about content warnings, about consent, and they grasp this concept so well because sometimes people who experience traumatic things read these books to help heal themselves from traumatic things. I have found healing in dark romance books, and I know others have too. And I'll just note, some of the best consent and the consent I have read is in dark romance. Like, on-page consent in dark romance. I read more of that than I have in other romances sometimes. All right, so for the next part of the conversation, I want to caveat this. I'm going to use very just gendered binary language. I don't believe in the gender binary, but I think it's the best way for me to get across what I'm trying to say. I believe a lot of this falls on the fact that many people think men don't have to give consent. Men can't be raped. And all these sort of beliefs that people have. And that is patriarchal culture in play. That is the patriarchy, y'all. Don't fall for the trap. Don't. Because for real, men can give consent. Men should give consent. We shouldn't just make it okay because we're women who experience sexual harassment. That doesn't make us harassing others okay in any capacity. I don't understand. But again, that is the best I can piece together of this situation, is that people don't realize that the patriarchy affects everyone, no matter your identity. It is a cultural situation where it affects our entire culture, no matter your gender identity. So yeah. All right, let's talk about some of the other interesting findings we've had about Kiera since this all happened. So originally Kiera's TikTok was her thirsting after country music singers, apparently. I don't know. I'd never seen her until I got her yelling about books one day. I also found out, so this is the thing I want to discuss because I've seen a lot of videos about it and a lot of people feeling a lot of guilt almost for having supported her or not knowing this. Listen, here's the deal. Her rates came out. Her old rates and her new rates, supposedly. Now, I cannot confirm that this isn't faked, but either way, these are wild. But I also want to note here, content creators, your favorite bookish influencers deserve to get paid for what they're doing. Plain and simple, okay? The idea that you are inherently less trustworthy, or valuable as a creator because you get compensated is ridiculous, because so much work goes into content creation, y'all. It is wild how much work goes into this, okay? It's a lot of work. Now, I do think Kiera's rates seem off for the bookish space, personally. That's just me. From what I know. I've never been paid myself for things, so there's that. But from what I know of people who have, this feels off. This just feels high comparatively. So here are Kiera's old rates. Yeah, they're not terribly bad, I feel like. They feel about right for her size. And then her new rates include a $20,000 tier. That includes your book being part of her book club selection. So that's interesting. I think this is where it kind of got off the rails, is somebody said that they were at Readers in Denver. She was there, and she said on a panel that if she's posting content, she's been paid. Well, none of her content is marked as an ad. Nowhere is anything said as an ad or on screen as an ad. And one of the FTC guidelines is you are supposed to communicate to people when things are an ad or gifted to you very clearly. Very clearly, you are supposed to communicate this. And this then led to people making assumptions of I liked her content, I liked her recs, I liked what she talked about, and now I don't know if I can trust any of it. Again, I did a quick scroll, I did not see anything marked as an ad, but I don't think it's safe to jump from, these are her rates, supposedly she said a thing at a panel, I've not seen a video of this, there's no hard proof, right? To then accusing every author that has been on her TikTok page of paying this money for her ads. And here, again, these are her rates right here. Her current rates, supposedly. I want y'all to understand, most authors do not have 20 grand to throw at a creator to do this. Most authors don't have any of this kind of money to throw at a creator to do this. I really just think, we need to be careful on making this assumption that everything she's posted was paid. I think it's safe to assume that everything she's posted are all very popular viral books in which she could go watch 5 videos and make a video about if she didn't want to read it. I'm not saying she didn't read the books. I'm saying every book she talks about is very easily searchable to make videos about. Like, it's just, that's what it is, you know? So I think that's an interesting thought, but I don't think that leads us to the jump that every indie author and every author she features is getting paid, or is paying her to talk about their books. Some of the authors have already come out. I know H.G. Carlson and Emily Rath are like, I did not pay for her to feature my books in any capacity. So this is why I said, I think it's really dangerous to look at these numbers and assume an indie author makes enough to pay any of these rates in marketing, like, at all. Because I just don't, I don't think they do. I don't think most of them do. Not when you start adding in, like, cost of living and them trying to survive. Listen, I just don't think it's happening like that. I really don't. What other thing about Kiera? I don't think she has a team. And I just hope this leads her to get a team, because some PR people, a team to help her, we might have avoided a lot of this situation and this blow up. All right, final thoughts. I just want to reiterate that this is not actually representative book talk, because I never said it. She declared herself the queen of book talk, and people were like, we don't do that here. And they don't. Like, listen, I don't want to be like the book talk defender, but like, y'all, book talk's pretty chill if you follow the right creators. Like, there are people doing book talk content that are fun and I enjoy and I get tons of amazing recs from, but like, they're not declaring themselves queen of book talk. They're not like out here creating the same kind of content she is, you know? Like, it's just different. So yeah, I just want to reiterate again, book talk is a hashtag used by a lot of people to connect in bookish spaces across genres. It's not just romance. 2, I don't think this situation, listen, everyone's melting down, like, I have to go into hiding, all these things. Listen, here's gonna be my thing. This situation is one person in a very small group. And if people don't understand that, that's a them problem. But also, I'm still gonna read hockey romance. I enjoy hockey. Like, if I had to pick a live sport to go to, I'd go to hockey, because like, you can't go to a ton of rugby games in the States, but that's another point. I'd go to hockey. Like, I like going to live sporting events. I enjoy reading hockey romances, but I'm able to separate the idea that these are fictional and not do inappropriate things to real life men. I just want to reiterate, if you are a fan of hockey and you are a fan of hockey romances, or you write hockey romances, we're going to get through this, okay? It will pass, I promise. And I know right now there's a lot of people just side-eyeing everyone, and I swear to God, like, everyone that reads romance isn't just here to be gross to other people and sexually harass them. And I think the fact that, like, so many people became fans of hockey has been really great. I've really enjoyed the fact that Hockey Romance Book Talk has brought us more people from behind the scenes of the hockey teams, like equipment managers and all that stuff. I think that's been really fun to learn about, because so much work goes into this sport and into a lot of sports that we don't see all the time. You know, we just see the players, and I think it's fun to see the behind the scenes. And I personally am really excited to go to some hockey games this year. And again, I want to reiterate, this is a situation where someone decided that their name and being like featured in any capacity on a post meant that they were being called out specifically, and not that the person was addressing a larger situation. So just, you know, sometimes it's not about you. At the same time, she was kind of, like, it's that thing where, like, even if she wasn't shown, I feel like people would have still known it was her. So it's like a weird, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if it still would be where it is right now or not. Next and last issue is, I just want to remind you, the book community in general, like, we get really excited when people give us attention. And I think it's just like our inner introvert nerds who, like, want to sit in the corner and read a book, right? And this happened with Russ, who wrote that song and, like, held up Sarah J. Maas and, like, Coho. It happened some when this one guy joined Book Talk recently, who's very attractive, but was actually reading the books and enjoying the books. And people got really defensive and upset because he gained a lot of followers very quickly because he was an attractive guy talking about romance books. But he's cool. Like, he actually is cool. I just think we have to be cautious when people come and try and enter the space in a way to benefit themselves. Whether or not that was honestly Kiera's pivot to Book Talk or the Seattle Kraken putting Booktok in their profile. We just have to be cautious. There's ways to go about it and be fun. Like, I have seen a lot of the Australian hockey teams do some really fun things with Booktok, but they're not like making it weird. Like, they're reading random chapters of the books and just like reacting to it, and like that's cute and that's fine. I like that. I think that's fun. But yeah, I think as a book community, we need to take a minute sometimes when people enter the space and are being a certain kind of way and only talking about certain authors. And that's my take on this. So yeah, that is all the info I have. My gosh, that was so much. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helped you get up to speed on what's going on. If any updates happen between now and the end of the month, that will be in the regular Romance Landia update. That's what happened on Booktok and Hockey Talk. So yeah, again, just Booktok's a fun place. Truly, it can be a fun place. So let's try not to keep ruining it for everyone. Fingers crossed. Anyways, I will be back to talk to y'all in just a few days in my next video. And let me know your thoughts on the situation. Again, keep in mind the ground rules I set up at the beginning. Leave me a hockey-related emoji of your choice down below, or a fire, because this was all a dumpster fire, and we don't have a dumpster. Is there a trash can emoji? Trash can and a fire? You know, give me something like that down below. All right, y'all. I will be back to talk to y'all very soon. Bye.
Come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited.